You got one life, for crying out loud. You might as well just give it all you got.
The Deej, Dan Jordan.
Your daily dose of reality. Your daily dose of the Deej.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need my daily dose of the Deej.
I make the news. I don't watch the news. I'm a leader.
The sales energizer, Dan Jordan.
Listen, don't worry how to sell, baby. Worry about why people buy. And it's fun.
You don't need a 5-hour energy. All you need is the sales energizer.
Just when I think it's not going to be as fun as the one before, each one gets successfully better. Success. What's the word I'm looking for? What's it going to take to get you into this car today, huh?
And now, please welcome the sales energizer, Dan Jordan.
Boom! That's exactly it. Do that. Let's do that. Boom! That's exactly it. Well, I'm sitting down now because, it's a long day with Amazon Prime. Unmute. I am loving, and when I say love, it's not like the type of love, like you love, a candle or a pizza. People say they love pizza. I mean, love Amazon like I want to marry it love. I mean, the real type of, meaningful thing that happens between two people and companies. Oh, you know what I ought to do? I ought to put this on this part of the Amazon thing here. Hold on. Stick with me because we got a big show. And when I talk about a big show, I mean big. I mean like God intended here. So I'm going to go, shucks, Chris Stone, voice of God. This
Here we go.
Okay, this is the issue. See all Amazon Live there. It's the thing. He said the whole idea of Amazon Live is that it's live. You never know what's going to happen. Browse, and then we go to, I don't have to go to live. I mean to browse, right? I could just go to discover because we're already live, right? So I go here and I look for myself. This is important to do. You know what I'll do while I'm putzing around with this? I am going to, you can't start any show unless you have, what is that you have up there? Oh, the ice machine. My gosh. That ice nugget maker is so, how come I can't find myself? Oh, the pitch man, here I am.
Oh my God.
Okay, here I am. All right. Now, life as we know it can be effectuated. All right. This is so exciting. So listen, first of all, thank you all Amazoner people for hanging out here and playing around. But this ice maker is about the coolest thing going. It's one of those things that it becomes a talking point in your house, just simply to make ice. And the reason is it's not like regular ice that you get, if you're you put the stuff in, your refrigerator and it comes out with those actually stuff like this. This is the ice you're normally dealing with, right? It's going to drip all over my phone. I mean, all over my computer. Yeah, I'm using the computer thing. There's the computer. It looks like that. But those things are like little nuggets. See, what happens with this in your freezer is it just like those little containers. It fills it up and then it's done. But what this does is it makes like big blocks and then it scrapes it off and compresses the ice together. And so it just makes it just like almost like a delicate little gem that goes into your drink. It's very cool. This machine is just dynamite. I was talking to a dentist friend of mine, and he tells me that like once or twice or 3 times a week, especially in the summer, he'll have somebody come to them and tell them that they broke their teeth because of because of the ice. They're chewing on ice. And I do it myself. You drink something, there's ice in it. You do that. This thing just won't have. You're saving your teeth with this type of machine. It's really cool. Check it out. I'm reloading it right here, and this is one of those things when you reload with the water here. 2 things. 1, it's very easy to do, and you're not going to spill it and make a mess. And 2, because that canister is right there on the side and it's magnetically held up to that thing. It's neat. You don't have to pipe in any extra water hoses. So it's like a professional ice maker that doesn't need to be connected to any water lines. What's really neat about that, by the way, is, it creates that ice, and I'll make a drink here in a second with it, but it makes the ice. And then, at nighttime, if you don't want the machine on the whole time, it'll kind of melt, it just melts the stuff on the bottom. Well, the same water that goes to make the ice in the first place gets dripped out, through a different hose, and it goes back into that container right next to it on the right to be reused. And so it's like a self-contained unit. There's no problems with it. There's no maintenance that has to get involved with it. But this is cool. This is one of those things that like you probably would never buy unless it was demonstrated to you like in a store or something like that. But that's one of the beautiful things about Amazon. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous?
Yeah, Dan, and I think the number one question that we get mostly on this is it really worth it? Is it worth that much money? It's $100 off today for Prime Day. And the answer is yes. I mean, it's not just a block of ice that's just been frozen and you just kind of eat it. These are shavings from inside of a stainless steel cylinder that are compressed and pushed through these little circular things. And so it's like your ice chips that you would be given in a hospital, really easy to chew and more like a Chick-fil-A. Or, exactly. Sonic ice like that. And so it's a really good deal.
It's one of those things that, it's a little more than an impulse purchase because of the price. But the question is, there's two questions. Is it worth it to pay for it? And that's a decision you just have to make based on your circumstances. But is it worth it to own it? The answer for that is absolutely yes. The amount of enjoyment and pleasure for years to come. This isn't, a pissant product. This is a GE product, backed by, General Electric. By the way, General Electric started by Thomas Edison. I mean, talk about like a lineage.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I mean, I talk about a lineage out there, merging with Westinghouse, that whole thing. Like he was in competition with Westinghouse. It was very cool. I've been reading a lot up on Edison, by the way. Actually, Edison is in Think and Grow Rich. Everybody needs their copy of Think and Grow Rich. And if you know anything about it, Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, Andrew Carnegie, the Rothschilds and, the Rockefellers, they were all part of like a mastermind group, just like a bunch of guys getting in. I mean, that's a pretty decent group to be involved with. And, this guy wrote that. And so wrote the book after interviewing all those people. You'll get a lot of insight. But, one of the things from, Thomas Edison was he was one of those type of people that are like, would try, I think, with the light bulb, everybody knows the story about 10,000 times, but he would ask questions like, you're saying, is it worth it to buy an ice machine for $500? He would ask questions. Is it worth it to invest 10 years of your life to do something that might not work, in the future? And so you don't know. You don't know until you try all these things. But this is one of those that I'd love for you to kick off. All right, listen, the Pitchman Show is not a Pitchman Show if we don't talk about Sir Mix-a-Lot over here. And the reason is I'm thirsty. And so we have to start with the drink. And so what I have here, by the way, these are on sale. The Vitamix machines are on sale. Also, the Ninja, which is down below there, is in the carousel, which is same for a smoothie type of thing. It's the same thing, but there are difference in consistency, and I'll explain them. So what I have here is I got two grapefruits, and the reason why I'm using grapefruit is because we had grapefruits, and so I went into the fruit bowl and I looked for that. If they had anything else, I'd put that in there. If they had lobster, I'd use that. Where's the top? And then so it's really just grapefruit and ice, and then I had some frozen grapes in the freezer, and so I just threw those in there too. How these things work, so this motor is a 2-horse. Oh, can you see it? You can't see it because of the Samsung Q2U. Can you still hear me from over here with the Samsung Q2U?
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear. That's how it works. So with the this motor is a 2 horsepower motor. It's like more power. It's more power than you need, But if you have a choice between more or less, go with more. I started at number 1 to chew up the ice, and then I go right after it. I mean, it's just fun to watch. Oh, look at that guy spinning around there. All sorts of trouble going on there in Sir Mix-a-Lot. I discovered if you want something refreshing, just get the fruit and ice, and that's it. Maybe a little extra water. But if like you add sweetener to it, it makes it like syrup. Syrup isn't refreshing. Well, why do you want that? I got to get healthier these days. By the way, I have the air fryer over here. We're going to make something here in the air fryer. I'm just going to warm it up. There. Just warming it up. But look at this. Gosh. Now that's pretty. And you always get to lick the top there. That way nobody else drinks it from you. Chris Stone, I have to go to watch now. I didn't press that. Chat to see if anybody's chatting. The frozen
Not yet, but yeah. How's the smoothie?
Oh, I know. It's the whole money shot. Don't worry, I'm there.
Yeah. With the
Halloween.
Everybody's waiting. Bated breath.
2000. Here we go. Ready? Oh, usually I'd be lying about something, but now I'm telling the truth. I actually feel sorry for you poor souls that are not drinking this right now, because here it is. I'm kind of hot. It's sweating. I've been Amazon living all day, and like you need something refreshing. Some people go with beer. I'm not a big beer guy, but this, some like grapefruit juice with ice and a couple of grapes in there. As we say in New Jersey, forget about it. The smoothness of it all. And it has like the perfect consistency. And that's the difference. So the Ninja has blades. Sir Mix-a-Lot over here has like, they're, hold on if I could, I'll show them to you. Because here it's all about the experience. So it has those things, which aren't really sharp. See, they won't cut you. The Ninja will cut you. And so the difference is, as this thing mixes around, it doesn't really cut. It more like just like smashes. And actually, there's a word for it. Macerates. It actually macerates the stuff. And that
I thought it was pulverize.
It pulverizes. But the being that we have, is Ricky here now? Oh, Ricky. As long as Ricky's here, we got to use the real formidable words. But it macerates it and mixes it together, and that's important. Nutritionally, it's important because it's not cutting through that stuff, whatever. And so it's there, but it's also with the Vitamix as different the other ones. It allows you to use the tamper. If you see on the Ninja, which is a great machine, don't get me wrong, and it's still there and all. It's just that over your lifetime, you'll own several of the Ninjas. You'll probably own just one of these because they'll just break. But what happens is you can make different items. For instance, I told you earlier, if you were here earlier, you would have known that I'm for whatever reason I have a problem with health and nutrition. All of it. I'm 55. Not that I'm worried about everything. I'm feeling strong as an ox. But somebody told me that I'm looking a little weak and peaked. And so I decided I have to start eating more, foods and stuff. So I said, you know what? Let me get into liver. And so yesterday, I know it's disgusting, but stick with me. So yesterday I made, if you ever had liver, it's, you you have to make it so it's not disgusting. And so I tried a couple and it didn't work. And so the last one I tried was making chopped liver pate. And I made it yesterday, and you could see it here. It's kind of there. It is. There it is. So it's smooth looking and all that stuff, and it's basically livers chopped up, and I put a bunch of onions and all that thing, and some spices, and then some egg. Those are little pieces of egg in there, but you have to really kind of grind it up. I used the Vitamix, and it became smooth as the dickens. And then you have to put, and it's not often that you get to use the word the dickens. I heard it would split vitamin C in half if you run it too long. Freaking Ricky is the best thing that ever happened to me. So when you're making this stuff, I don't know, whatever. You have to, I don't know if you know what emulsifying is, but when you emulsify, it's like basically mixing oil with water. So in something like this, it's very difficult to emulsify because you don't do it right. If it's the wrong temperature, it'll kind of break down and split apart, and it's horrible. But so I had to add butter to this. So I added butter and all the oils and actually a little schmaltz in that thing, and it just emulsifies perfectly. A strong blender with a strong motor, beepage, makes things happen. Anyway, with all that, I'll have it. So I'm only eating meat and stuff like that. And so I decided I'm going to make a burger and put some liver on it. And my goal is to live forever, strong and powerful. Right, Ricky? Dan's putting the worst in liverwurst. That wasn't it. It's not even worth a comment, Ricky. Okay, so I've never done this before, so why not do it live? So I wanted to put a burger in the fryer of airness, his airness. So we got to talk about the air fryer right now. One of these might be on sale. One of them might not be on sale. But in terms of kitchen items that will change your life, get yourself an air fryer.
Dan, we did find an air fryer that is a deal of the day.
Air fryer, and in the night,
and you're gonna love this.
Like I'm in mid-song with
you're gonna love this. This one here is made by the same company that makes Instant Pot. So this is an Instant Vortex 6-in-1 basket air fryer, digital touchscreen, customizable smart cooking programs, easy to clean basket. It is $35 off today.
That's insane.
Yep, and it's made by our friends that make the Instant Pot.
We live in a world, by the way, everybody should know this, of follow the follower. And so, like, if you go down to any street in America, you'll see that people every business looks the same. Everyone's kind of outfitted the same. Somebody started it and they follow it. And then as they follow it, it gets a little better each time. So in a product like this, the air fryer, I love the Kasori because it's the one that I have. But if something else is on sale, it's the same kind of mechanism. It's like Sir Mix-a-Lot. Just get the strongest one. They all have cyclonic action, by the way. It's fun to say cyclonic action. And basically, it's a convection oven in there. It's a little fan, and it spins like the dickens. So I want to see if this works. I got a totally frozen burger. See? It's rock hard. By the way, can you hear that noise right there in the Samsung Q2U?
Oh, it's like butter in my ears.
So we're just going to throw this bad boy in. I just heated it up. Check it out. They all have this. This is kind of Teflon. I wonder if you could hear a noise. Nothing. I wanted you to hear the sizzle. Ain't no sizzle. All right. So how long do you think I should do it? By the way, this, there are some people who read directions before they do things, and there's some people who just don't. And so I would have normally seen directions, but given that it's Prime Day and I haven't seen Ricky for like a week and a half, I'll hurry up and get on here. So I didn't go on the tube of Eunice to do this. So
Ricky says he's hungry, so don't do something that's going to ruin his appetite. He suggests 25 minutes for the frozen burger.
25 minutes? Okay, well, I'll do 25 minutes, but this is what I'm going to do. There's a little button here that looks like a pork chop or something. Looks like meat. So I'm going to press it.
Is it for frozen meat or is it for thawed meat? That's the question.
Yeah, I know. That's no good. Let's see what this one is. This one's fish. That's 8 minutes. Chicken's 25. Is that what you want to do, Ricky? 25. At 380, we're going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time you've joined the Pitchman live. Make sure you click follow in the upper left hand. Hover over that bookcase where that old school Macintosh computer is, and there's a follow button.
Oh yeah,
hit that button and follow the Pitchman. Dan, what's going to happen when they follow you?
Oh, well, generally, if it's a name that I can attach to a song, it's there. It's like the Samson Q2U song. You know, by the way, if you don't have a Samsung Q2, actually, this is actually connected. I haven't sung the Samsung Q2U song.
It's true.
When it's attached, I wonder if it's different.
So of course, it'll be like a million times better. Are you kidding me?
How does it start again?
Da 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 da, and a whole lot of you.
You know what's cracking me up? You actually know the song. Okay,
I've only heard it 5,000 times.
The Samson Q2U. All right, so we're at manual at 380. All right, so we're just gonna. By the way, as far as the air fryer goes, hardly any noise. The fan's in the back. It's not hot. It's not ruining things. Okay, Samson Q2U, best podcast microphone. Ready? A little bit of Deej and a whole lot of you. Add a glass of Starlight and a Samson Q2U. And let it rise for 100 years or two. And that's the recipe for making sound. Oh, and if you get it right, you'll know it. It's not like anything you've made before. And if you get it wrong, you'll know it, cause they won't keep you coming back for more. No, I didn't get it from my grandma's book upon the shelf. Didn't get it from that magical or culinary elf. No, a little birdie told me, said you could get it all yourself. And that's the recipe. I tell you, that's the recipe for making sound for you and me. Get the Samson Q2U before they're gone here on Amazon. Every time I sing that song, my wife, like bangs on the ceiling with a broom to let me know. It's like I'm in an apartment building with Ralph Cramden in 1937. Where is the container here for this? What did I do with it?
Ricky's right. It's like a Casey Kasem dedication moment. Yeah, this one goes out to Ricky in North Carolina.
Casey Kasem. Gosh, and he went on much past his prime. That's it. You know what microphone he used? He actually used the Samson Q. He was using the Q21 that was prior to the. It was many years ago, and so they have some development since then. But this is great. Listen, I'm not kidding. As far as a mic goes, it's so easy to get it. Plug it in here, plug it into your Bluetooth.
And it sounds like you just unplugged it. Or no, wait, you muted. I can't unmute you. You are muted, Dan. Go ahead and unmute you. There we go.
Okay. As far as these things, I'm going to move it off the mute button. As far as these things go, they're as easy as pie to hook up, and you to plug it in here, plug in there, and as we say on
Dan,
the pitch, what?
Can you tap your microphone? Okay. All right. We're cutting in and out.
There we go.
All right. It sounds like we might be better there.
Okay. All right. Oh, so you're looking that way? I didn't. So as far as this thing goes, as we say here on the Pitchman Show, see you later, potato. All right. You know what it's time for? Another swallow of delicious grapefruit juice. Ricky's hurry. Casey Kasem dedication moment. This one goes out to the little girl who was on a bus 7 months ago, all by herself. Actually, do people ride buses anymore? Okay. Food, what is it called? The pressure cookers. Yes. We're talking about Instant Pots today for some reason.
What makes this Ninja different than some of these other pressure cookers that we're seeing?
So I'm a gadget guy. And so it takes me a while, but once I get the stuff, I'm like, I love them. So, I think everybody needs a Vitamix or a Ninja blender. I think everybody needs an air fryer. I think everybody needs one of these electric pressure cookers, Instant Pot. But so, they do so many different things. It's rare that you need another gadget because they all do so much. They could cook they can cook nearly everything. So the question is, why would someone who has an Instant Pot, who has a Vitamix, who has an air fryer, why should I go the extra investment to go ahead and get the Ninja Foodie? Because it has the most amazing added feature, and it truly makes it an all-in-one item. So this, when you're making stuff, obviously it's a pressure cooker. It has the gasket right there, and it locks in. So if you think about the food you're going to make, everything's going to be mushy-gushy in your tushy. I shouldn't have said that last word, but everything's going to be mushy. If you're making vegetables, they're going to be mushy. If you're making rice, it's going to be rice. If you're making, meat, it's going to be more like stew and things like that. But, sometimes for the flavor quality, you want, like when you're making when you make ribs or something, you can make delicious ribs, by the way, in the Instant Pot. So you make delicious ribs in there, and then you have to take them out, and you got to put some barbecue sauce on them. Then you got to throw them in the oven to crisp them up. Well, with the Ninja Foodie, not only does it have this pressure cooking thing, but it also has these little kind of a burning, what's it called? It's called a heating element. It's a heating element on top here that when you're done, you take the pressure cooker thing off, you take the other heating element on, put it on top, and it browns the top of it. So if you're making I keep dropping this phone. You know what I need to do? Take out the plug. If you're making lasagna, you can make lasagna and it's really delicious, but it's soupy and you want to kill yourself. Ain't nothing worse than soupy lasagna. You might as well have lasagna soup. But if you take the burner and put it on top of it and it crisps up the top and it's just ooey gooey plasticooey, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, how could life get any better? I'm trying to stay away from pasta and bread. And so now I'm salivating just saying it out loud.
So Dan, this does a lot of different stuff. It says you can do air frying, you could do baking, you could do sauteing, you could do a lot of different stuff in it. I feel like, can't you just buy this and maybe get 2 or 3 for the price of one? Is that
I have, what happens is with your gadgets is you kind of get a familial attachment to them. And so, you almost you ever do that with shoes? You have certain sets of shoes and you haven't worn one in a long time. And you're like, oh, these poor shoes must feel lonely. And so I have that type of feeling with my Instant Pot because it has such a, I know who gave it to me and when they gave it and all that stuff. And so I have that attachment. But if I had to do it for myself, I think I'd buy the Ninja Foodie. It
seems like you can do a lot with just one thing.
It does it all. And it's a great, a great gift. Someone's going off to college, get them the Ninja Foodie or her, the Ninja Foodie. Someone's moving to an apartment. Boom. You want a good wedding gift for somebody? Right there. An engagement gift. Have fun at it. I mean, it's no one's going to be anybody who likes to eat. For people who don't like to eat, it's not good. But for those of you who enjoy the consumption of nourishing food from the planet, I'm there. Ricky. Oh, Deej Vitaville. What are you saying? Deej Vitaville? No, Deej Vitaville.
The name alone just is just more cool, I guess. The Ninja Foodie.
The Ninja Foodie. Yeah, no, it's a quality, well built, and it's from a good company. They've been around a while. They used to be, companies used to be infomercial companies, and you had they had no credibility. But now, with me being virtually an infomercial, they've just risen in the echelon of high quality items because of the way they can go.
Did you just say that you're basically an infomercial? And now you're muted. Why can't we hear you, Dan? Excellent. So you're not muted, but we're not hearing you. Let's check your settings.
Now I'm muted. There we go.
Now I can hear you.
All right. There you go.
So Dan, you put this in the carousel. This is a #1 bestseller in baby.
Yes,
and is $85 off.
Yes, and I'll tell you how I know about this. This isn't something that I just, I throw out there. What kind of a baby thing? Because I'm caring. I'm part of the people here. So my beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous, wonderful daughter, Sophie Bell, who her entire life wanted to be nothing more than you would ask her when she was 15. You would ask her when she's 11 years old, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a wife and a mother. You ask her when she was 15, Sophie Bell, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a wife and a mother. She went to college for 2 weeks. She came home. She says, Daddy, I don't want to go to college. I want to be a wife and a mother. Let me become a nanny. Let me, like I have any choice. Anyway, so she became a nanny. She has this great family that she loves, and she had this little baby, Charlie, who was 4 months old, a girl named Charlie, 4 months old when she met this baby. And now the baby's 7 months old or 8 months old, whatever, and so she brings him around, needs a car seat. So she was in charge of getting a car seat, because she was going to drive the baby around. So like we went back into car seat mode. And this particular unit, there's great challenges with cars. You think, oh, what's the big deal? We'll just get a car seat and throw it in there. Of course, they're very, designed for everything for safety. But this one in particular is designed not only for the safety of the 7-month-old or the 8-month-old or the 12-month-old, but as the baby grows, so can you adjust this entire thing that it could be the only car seat you ever buy for that child. And it has the unique ability to be easy to put in and out of the car, because there's nothing more frustrating than that. And this is, normally I would say it was Deej approved, and I'm sure there's some, official association that says that this is so great. But between you and me, this is the one that my Sophie Bell bought. This is absolutely the best one. It's just, it comes in different colors, different shapes, different sizes. It's just,
there's 2 of them here that are $62 off. Normally $212 on sale for $150. 2 of them here, 2 selections. Some of these others are a little more expensive. So, this is something that is an investment. And I know a lot of people buy 2 different units, like you're saying. But if you can just expand this as your child grows, that's a good deal.
And Graco is one of those, and you could pull it out, it becomes a little, holder thing, and then you could put it into a walker stuff. It does it all. It works that you could go backwards, you can go forwards. I remember when my son Matthew, there's a certain age that they have to be in the car seat, but then they could come into the front seat. There's a certain age, and like it was like a big ceremonial moment that he sat in the front. And I remember Matthew saying to me, Daddy, now that I'm a front seat driver, I see things a lot different. Very cute. But, Sophie's only 19. She'll be 20 in January. And so, buying a car seat is a little annoying for me because I don't want to think that it's like too early for grandchildren. But, watching her shop around for this thing and watching her, tell me the reasons why she chose this as opposed to the other one. It was kind of a teachable moment for me to let me know that, how mature she is. And so it was a good thing. So that's why I put it in there, not like I just threw the idea out there. Hey, why don't I just throw a baby character like I normally do?
Yeah, so there's a lot of things like this that are on sale, but aren't called Prime Day deals. So there's other things that are called. That's technically a Prime Day deal.
These weights?
No, the seat.
The seat is it's a PD.
Ricky says 6-year-old little DJ.
Who's a 6-year-old little DJ?
Hang on.
Time blocking in there. Watch more? No. We got my swipe left.
Okay, now we're back. 6-year-old little DJ said, Father, I want to be a pitchman, Papa. His papa said, for a kite to soar high, It must go against the wind. So do you, little DJ.
Is that Ricky?
That's Ricky.
Ricky might have been reading sales proverbs, wisdom of the ages. That was a little story, a little parable I learned one day. Yeah, that's cool. Hey, thanks, Ricky. That was very nice for you, little 6-year-old DJ. Yeah, you know, if you
think back to the dumbbells.
What?
So back to the dumbbells as I scramble to find them in our carousel.
You think I can't coordinate those two together, like bring those two comments together, but you'd be wrong. So the whole idea Ricky was talking about is that for people to soar high, for a kite to fly, if you're going along with the wind, it's just going to go drive into the ground. But if you create some resistance like wind and go in the other direction, well, then it's just how long your string is how high that kite can go. It can go forever. Well, it's the same thing with your muscles and with your body. You need some resistance. And the easiest way to do so during the course of the day, I told you earlier, we were talking about Stu Shapiro, my friend. He also said, don't be a putz. Very good. My friend, Stu Shapiro, who generally mocks me out with all my videos and things like that. He said, I saw some of your old videos and, you used to be bulkier. You looked stronger. And so, while I don't like to think that I'm so, shallow to think that that's the way I have to be, I guess I'm pretty shallow. And so how easy is it? If you just get a little 20-pounders and you could do nearly anything, you do sit-ups with them, you do push-ups with them, with the push-up cam. Actually, we do have, I don't know if the push-up can't. Hey, that hamburger, I'm going to see about that hamburger if I need to flip it over. Hold on a second.
And keep in mind the weight bench today is another Prime Day deal.
Oh, yes, the weight bench is a Prime Day thing. But here, let me just check this out. Check this out. By the way, this is really the most refreshing. This really is delicious. I need to get more grapefruit. I didn't realize may the fruit of the grape be with you. Ooh. Reeve Gauche. Hold on. Check out that goodness right there. Should I flip it, Ricky? I'm going to flip it. And flip it good. Ding, ding. Eating lots of fat because I'm on the lion diet. I just invented the lion diet. Basically, eat like a lion. So here's the thing. The chicken leg button cooks burgers. All right, let's go over here to the weight bench. To the weight bench we go. First thing about the weight bench you need to know is that it's not only used to hang your clothes on. It's something to be used. So put it in your way and make yourself, force yourself to, to stub your toe on a few times. And so you'll actually put it to use. I literally put it in the doorway. So I have to either climb over it. And when you climb over it, keep the little weights on it. You got to play games with yourself. So look, because it's just easy enough. It's really easy to do this, like when you're watching TV or just hanging out and stuff. I mean, you don't got to go crazy. Just do this for 10 or 20 minutes a day. Lower the bar. Say, hey, I'm going to do 10 or I'm going to do 1. Whatever. It's impossible to do 1. And you sit around and do it. So it's easy to do that. And it's easy to keep your muscles in shape. It's just a little easier not to do it. And so put it in your way so it forces you to go. These are great. You could use this one that's showing right now, Chris Stone. Does it have
a Flybird? A Flybird, yeah, 700-pound capacity. It saves 80% space. And then the thing I like about it is the number of spots that you can adjust it to. So, lots of times they only have like maybe one incline, maybe a decline. But you've got all kinds of different positions different seated positions as well. So lots of versatility, lots of 7 different backrest positions.
The leg thing, does that one have the leg thing, the attachment?
It doesn't look like it does. It may have the ability to add that.
Yes.
Let's see.
And it makes it that you have to do something. So I'm a big fan of these things. Also, dumbbells, when you get your dumbbells, they're great for push-ups too. Should we do the push-up cam, Chris Stone?
Yeah. What's going on with the air fryer?
Oh.
Is that going right now?
Yeah, the air fryer's going.
Okay.
Hold on. You're getting requests for the air fryer?
Well, it was my request.
Okay. It's 6 minutes.
Because we do have, Dan, the Cosori air fryer, which is obviously a favorite of yours.
Yeah.
We mentioned that the Vortex, which is made by our friends at Instant Pot. Yeah. Do we have the air fryer cam? How's it looking?
I'm gonna put some cheese on it and throw it in there. I think he's done. We're just gonna.
Are you able to, when you put cheese on it and you hit the air fryer, does the cheese just go flying around it? Like, I've never been able to keep the cheese on the burger.
Well, on the Cosori,
what's the secret?
On the Cosori and on the Instant Pot one, the Vortex, they've given thought to that, and that's been improved upon. And so the way the intentional direction of the cyclonic action has directed in a way that will reduce the cheese flyage that happens on those inferior brands.
The cheese flyage.
Or as we like to call it, flyage. Yes, it's French.
Very nice. Very nice. Oh, I know what I know. The other another air fryer that I found that was on sale is this one from New Wave here. Let me get that a little bit more full screen. So this one here, Amazon's Choice, $50 off. And you save an extra $15 when you check out with this.
The main things with these that I didn't think about when I got it that I really like, and they all do this, they're really, really easy to clean. All of them have those little baskets that pop right out, and all of them are Teflon, and so they're easy to clean on the inside and all that stuff. It's a quality tool that everybody needs to have.
We don't even talk about this when we talk about air fryers so much. It says you get 75% fewer calories.
Yes,
because of all that stuff that goes out into the basket. I mean, this is something that I haven't really even talked about.
Stuff we refer to as skaboinkin.
I thought it was Guckus Malukas.
No, that's Guckus Malukas and Schmutz are more similar, but skaboinkin is something that you don't even want to touch. Like Guckus Malukas is that stuff, on your face and all that. I mean, you
know what? I think you changed what Guckus. I think you changed the definition of that.
Monta Kia.
What do we got? Oh, do we need to get the air fryer cam out?
Yeah. I got to move my phone here. Well, I'm just going to grab with a fork. Look at that. That's the Monterey Jack cheese. But here's what you were talking about earlier. Let's see how I could not burn something. Okay, hold on. There's no way I'm not going to burn something. This is all that juice. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not.
That's gross.
Yeah. Ooh, with this, it really makes it.
And you're not putting it into your body.
Yeah.
It's in less calories. You don't really need it.
All right. Instead, it's on the floor. Actually, I'll put it back in here. The basket really comes off easy. But you see how big that basket is? I mean, that's a good size. All right, let's taste. This is the Lion Diet, Ricky. You're the one who gave me the times. I think it would have been done earlier. This is kind of.
You think it's looks medium well?
Yeah, I would have liked it more.
Oh, that's a big.
A Lion, I would have liked it rarer.
Wash it down with that grapefruit smoothie.
Made with the vitamins. My gosh.
Do you know, while you're chewing that, you know what I found that's another Prime Day deal is
While
your
you're
coffee
chewing.
maker, the Cuisinart.
Oh my gosh.
That's a Prime Day deal. We'll have to talk about that later. I mean, I've got it in the carousel, and I know you don't have it down there. It's in the kitchen because I know that is Sharon's favorite.
Do we have the Cuisinart? Oh, the Cuisinart is one. Oh, that's one. That's one upstairs. Do we have a video on that?
Oh yeah, let me. I'm sure they've got one on the page.
Gosh,
pull it up.
This is air fryer
45%
action.
off.
I think unless you look how thick this thing is, and this was totally frozen. Ricky, I think I could have done this for. Actually, I only did it for 20. I think I could have done this for 18 minutes. Well.
All right, Dan. So here is your coffee maker, your Cuisinart. That's $165 off. Normally $365. It's $199 today, and you could see you could do the single serve if you want, or the entire all-in-one.
Man.
And it comes with this thing where it's reusable, right? You're putting in the coffee that you need for a single serve. You don't have to use, a K-cup if you don't want to. You can use some ground coffee. And I know you said that
I wonder if you could use hamburger. I mean, this is the best burger ever. I don't like Monterey. This is not Monterey Jack cheese. This is something with hot something. What kind of cheese is this? It's that cheese with hot stuff in it.
Pepper Jack?
Yeah, pepper jack. I never liked pepper jack.
Oh, that's my favorite cheese.
I'm telling you, the air fryer makes pepper jack cheese even better. You know what would be good with this? Just a cup of coffee right along with it.
Oh, yeah. Cup of coffee. Speaking of, you can make a great single cup of coffee, like in the afternoon, and your coffee pot's been sitting there for 3 hours. You don't want to drink that because it's going to be bitter as long as it sits in that, so you just want a single cup. Boom. You got it all in one.
I went to the office the other day, last week, and I got up early for some reason. So when you get up early, you can't make coffee in your own house because it makes noise. And so I went down to the gas station. I saw Alex and Nick are the two people there. And I went to get a cup of coffee. And so I filled up with the coffee thing. It was one of those you do like this. And I got it. And he looked at it. He goes, that's been there it was 4 a.m. He goes, that's been there since probably 9 o'clock last night. He goes, I can't charge you for that. And he just gave. And so you're wondering, was it good? It was awful. But I personally think that all coffee is awful. I got no problem with that. I like tea. I like all sorts of, but I had in the Vitamix, I had a glass of sardines. So don't take my judgment. If 95% of the world drinks coffee, it's probably good. Now I drank it, but only with a lot of ice. But this Cuisinart is great, and it's easy to clean, and it's fun to play with. I used to be annoyed with all the extra buttons on things because I'm thinking, why do they need extra buttons just to make it look fancy? But I decided it's fun to play with the buttons. Those little buttons on there, they have different sizes, big, medium, and small. And if you, let's say you want to do combinations, like you could do a combination, hot chocolate, so you make a little bit of coffee and then add hot chocolate to it. And then it's palatable. Oh, speaking of palatable. It's time to try my chopped liver. So I'm going to have chopped liver on my hamburger with pepper jack. This chopped liver was made in the Vitamix. And by the way, nobody else in my family will eat this, so this is way too much. Gosh. Well, I am like exceedingly disgusting, or I'm like getting in touch with my carnivore roots. It's delicious. My gosh. Ricky needs to tell me something else disgusting to eat because I like it all. Do you like chopped liver, Chris Stone?
Not at all.
No. Have you ever had it?
Yes, I have.
You did?
No, it's an acquired taste. And Ricky's talking about the that coffee like it was the old hot dog that Kramer ate at the old movie theater that time. You remember that? He was like, oh yeah, let me get one of those hot dogs. And it was like, you want one of those? The movie theater. The guy's like, you want to eat one of those?
You know, that was funny. We went out to eat yesterday. By the way, happy Father's Day.
Yeah, same to you, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. So we went out to dinner with a bunch of people from the family, and what was it? God, what was the story I was going to tell? Dang, it had something to do with Kramer, the hot dog. Oh yeah, and so Matthew, my son, ordered it was an Italian restaurant. He didn't know what to get, and so it was between lobster ravioli and something else or whatever. And so he ordered the lobster ravioli, and the waitress, before he even got the words out, she said, "It's awful. Don't get that." That was the waitress.
Nice.
And so he goes, "All right, I'll have the stromboli." So that worked out for him. Yeah. So and you know what? That's not bad. That waitress got a better tip because she was very trustworthy. So we went to the place, and you wouldn't believe what we found there, because they're so worried about people coming back to these restaurants and everything. They're trying to make everything so clean. I saw not one but two air purifiers. Now, they weren't the world's best air purifier, but I think people need to see about this one. The Levoit air purifier is the best quality machine you need to get right now. That thing right there really works well. And what you can do with it, once you have it, it's easy here on Amazon to get the filters to replace it. It lasts for months. It's very quiet, and I'm telling you, the burger with the chopped liver is like heaven. You know, but people say, "What am I, chopped liver?" I'd like to be chopped liver. It's that good. Anyway, back to the Levoit air purifier. And it has a little blue light on top. Show them the video that I made, Chris Stone, the Core 300. The Levoit actually. Oh, here, there's the one that I made.
It doesn't have sound.
Oh, it's okay. I'll be the. Hey,
you want to narrate? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm wearing the same shirt. Look at that.
Are you really wearing the same shirt as in this video? Oh, yeah. It was meant to be. How do you? Yeah. In case anyone doubted that you were the same person. It's like, look here. Which one is which? Which one is live?
Am I looking older and more peevish now?
I will say, like in this here, you look like you're breathing a little easier than you are right here.
Really?
Yeah. It must be the air purifier.
Yeah. Oh, that's exactly.
It must be.
Okay. I thought you were commenting on my ill health.
Well, here you go. This is where you're talking about the blue light.
Oh yeah.
Look at that whole area. That thing purifies the air in that huge space.
Yes.
Just that little thing.
That whole thing, and quiet, because you could tell it's a big room, so you would think it would echo a lot. You really didn't even hear it. It's total white noise. You could sleep with that in your bedroom, no problem. It has that little blue light special. There's 3 dots on there. You see those little.
I'm still freaking out with the blue light. It almost doesn't even look real. It almost looks like you CGI or something.
It's very ethereal.
Yeah.
Look at that. My mother was a librarian. And so, by the way, my mother, who's angry with me, didn't even wish me a happy Father's Day yesterday. But the good news is everybody else did. You know, all my fans, all my my LinkedIn buddies and all that stuff was, because Father's Day is is Father's Day a big deal for you?
I was under the weather, so but it kind of is for me. I like to see like to hang out with my boys and certainly my wife with the family, and yeah, I mean it's like the one I think I like it more than my birthday, honestly.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I met I met the one boy.
Mm-hmm. You met
Very
Matt.
nice boy. I didn't meet the other one.
You will.
He's the one that's causing trouble in the basement. We had to clean the carpet with the Bissell cleaner, dropping all.
The Bissell
cleaner on here.
Oh, I knew that was coming. We don't.
Oh my gosh!
But we could certainly add that.
Let's talk about the parrot of blueness. As long as we're here,
let's do that, and then I'll get the Bissell thing going too.
Okay, so the parrot of blueness. This one is. This is what got it all started. You know, when people years from now, when people say, "Hey, Deej, unbelievable." By the way, it's my goals. Where's my goals? I have my goals all day, all the time. Oh, here it is. Right, one of them here. In return for blah blah blah, I will give the most efficient service of which I am capable. The stuff I say every morning. And the last one is, in this quality service in the capacity of an Amazon host. Like that's one of my goals. You have no idea how like this. I feel this, the ability to be here on Amazon has been like just like a blessing. Because as a kid, I've always wanted to be able to hawk my wares, like these infomercial guys. And here Amazon makes it possible for you. So how does one get onto Amazon and be a so-called influencer in and out? I can't believe I did this. If I ever do this again, please shoot me. But one day I got this machine here, the Blue Parrot, and it was so good, it was so life-changing that I wrote a song that I'll sing. Blue Parrot, it's clear as a bell, it'll work even if it fell on the ground. We're all after the same clear blue sound, whether by the inch or pound. Your ears are square or round. Blue Parrot and Deej. It's a ballad. People like it. Anyway, so I made up that song because I was joking around, and I sent it to Blue Parrot, and they sent me a bunch of Blue Parrots to give away to clients and stuff like that. And then I realized that they sell these on Amazon. And so I looked up Amazon. Chris Stone came aboard. And next thing you know, here we are on Amazon selling all sorts of stuff. And it started because somebody invented a product that was so good, it encouraged me to write a song about them and find this whole thing out. So as far as a headset goes, obviously it's Bluetooth, so it connects to everything, to your phone and all that stuff. And for me, that was like a big move that it was able to do that, because I was always afraid, batteries are going to run out and it's going to be, I'm going to press the wrong button and hang up on people and all that stuff. And turns out it's easy as pie. But the best thing I learned about it is that this microphone here, when you're talking to somebody, there's always background noise. And somebody always starts a lawnmower right when someone says, their name before the .com on their email. And so you have to ask them, twice. What was that again? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. I didn't get it. And it gets to the point where they're thinking, are you an idiot? How many times do I have to say it? Well, it's not your fault. You're not an idiot. It's just that you don't have noise cancellating on your microphone. And so these things block out all those noises, even to the point where how I first discovered this is that my friend was talking to me and he was talking. He said, hold on 1 minute. And I said, all right. And he said, and he did something. And then he pulled it out. I go, what's going on? He goes, I was just reeling one in. He was fishing. He was out there fishing with the trolling motor, just didn't know a thing because of the Blue Parrot. So I went out and got one. He also has a convertible. He talks to me from the convertible, wind blowing all over the place. You cannot tell. Nobody can tell what you're doing when you're on this thing. So they don't hear your background noise. You don't hear their background noise. It's total communication. This is the reason why truck drivers, if you ever go to a truck stop or a rest area or something like that, and you see the people that, they're selling headphones, this is the only one they have, that, Blue Parrot. There's different varieties of it, but this is the one I got. This is the one I suggest you get, and you won't be sorry.
So Dan, we have the Bissell video ready to go. The spot, and so this is going to have no volume, which is fine. But it's always good to maybe have you narrate it.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
it turns out you're not wearing the same shirt here, but yeah, this is the Bissell Spot Clean Pro. And this is I thought was a great demo of how this thing works.
Yeah, this is a fun thing. By the way, Bissell in Yiddish means little, which is true for this thing because these big carpet cleaners, you think they have to be huge to create that type of suction to get this stuff out, but this is a little baby. It's a Bissell. It's just a Bissell little doctor. By the way, I'm very impressed with you, Ricky, that you realized that was an Andy Williams song. Nobody knows that. So what we did here is there was a spillage on this little rug, and the spillage got there because I put it there. And we were trying to think of what we could put that could stain it, but anything could be coffee could be there, but I think we had tea. But what's cool about the Bissell, I think they've been doing this for so long, they have the right solvents and solutions for you to use, and so you don't even have to think about it. Just go to the name Bissell and you'll find them, and they're awesome. So this will save marriages, because what's going to happen is you're going to spill stuff around your house, and not only is it going to go through one carpet, it'll go through the other. If there's an opportunity for something bad to happen in a carpeted basement, it will.
Here it comes.
Okay, here we go.
Here it comes. Is he going to do it?
Yep, there we go. Look at that.
This could have gone really badly, Dan.
Yeah, I know.
It really could have gone badly. That was the first thing I was thinking was, is this really going to work?
I know.
I don't think I've ever used it to pick up something like that. Usually it's a smaller spill. And this is where you said, you know what that is? That's a fight waiting to happen.
That is a fight waiting. It's like, what'll happen is somebody will spill it and then somebody will lie about it.
Yeah. And so the cleaner comes out when you squeeze the trigger.
Right.
You gotta power that thing on, and then you gotta spray the cleaner. And I know you didn't do it for purposes of demonstration, but you might want to, let the cleaner sit on it a little bit and soak into it. But for purposes of demonstration, after you spray that, you might want to let it sit there so the cleaner can soak into the area to pull it out.
By the way, this is real infomercial stuff right here, baby. This is like.
Billy Mays would be proud.
This is what I was born to do. But look at that. I mean, that's frightening to think that coffee stain will stay there. You don't have a chance with that.
Ricky says we should just put the ottoman over it, and then no one.
Yeah, see, that's step.
There's the cleaning solution.
See, Ricky is a real man. He knows what's going on. That's the first thing you think of. How can I hide this?
Look at that.
I know. It just sucks it right up there. Gosh. That's really good. And it's fun to do. It's very satisfying. It's like when you're mowing the lawn, Ricky, the last pass that you can finish it and get it all. It's like very satisfying to watch it all go away. That's what that is. Look at that. Gosh, look at this. Look at the suction power in that thing.
And it's also really good to use in the car. It's got a really long cord, and you could plug it in if you need an extension or whatever and get out, and, because everybody spills something in the car. I mean, it's just inevitable. You're going to, if you've got carpeting or whatever underneath your floorboard, all of that stuff, you can pull it up. And the money shot's coming because first of all, you can see just all of the junk it's pulling up out of that.
Yeah, because that thing was clean before we did anything. And it not only it gets up more than you put down. You put down the coffee and all that, but it's get that up. But it's probably going to get up like dog hair and gum and that's where Skaboinkin hangs out too.
Right. It basically pulled up something from the floor below it.
Yeah,
it was so good.
That was funny. I said, "Oh, that's where Skaboinkin hangs out," and you go, "Oh yeah."
There it is, money shot, ladies and gentlemen.
Look at that.
After just a few minutes, that's what it pulled out.
Now, if you put that in the Vitamix.
Between that and the pate, I mean, I don't think I'll eat for days.
Oh, the pate is fabulous. I'm actually saving some. I have one piece of burger left, and I could put. You see, I don't want to have bread and stuff. It would probably be really good on a Ritz cracker because everything tastes better when it's on a Ritz.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, you see, you got that going on. All right, there you go. I like the Bissell, Christone.
Yeah,
that was good.
And the answer, Ricky, is 20 years old. It's still 1080i. How about that? That's how good Sony televisions are. It's still an awesome He wanted to know how old that flat screen was. So old, I can't get anyone to take it out of my house. That's how old
we'll take it. We did all of, and then projection TVs. We're still taking out projection TVs out of people's houses. But I mean, like those big ones, those yeah, well, no one knew it. They're so heavy. Those Sonys are so heavy. Hey, we have the outfit, what's it called? The
Hoover?
We have a hammock in there.
Yeah. You want to talk? You want to put up a hammock?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I don't have the hammock.
Oh, you don't?
Chach, what'd you do with the hammock?
Yeah, there's that hammock that Wise Owl Outfitters is it's 32% off today. So that's another Prime Day deal. There's a couple of tents. So a lot of people, Dan, are out and I mean camping right now. And even before this whole virus situation was happening, a lot of people were out doing a lot of camping. And so you've got these hammocks. It's summertime. It's the #1 bestseller, and you're getting a deal today as well.
I don't know what the reason is that it's more fun to sit in a hammock and it's more fun to lay in a hammock than it is on a bed or a couch or anything. But it really is. It's one of those things that are just fun. And you get the bed. They have those tents that are like hammocks, and so you don't have to sit on the ground and get cold. They're very good. Got all these things, and they're so easy to set up now. Outside, they're difficult inside. They'll make you fall inside. But outside, they're very easy to set up. And just a good quality thing to have. And, a lot of people, see right now, it's really tough to find, like campers or actually cars. It's tough to get anything right now with everything sold out. Boats and everything are all sold out because, people just wanted to be away from each other and do all this stuff. So the only way to get out into fresh air and to have some fun inexpensively is get yourself one of these hammocks. Go ahead and walk in the woods, set it up and just hang out and think, read your book, read, sales proverbs, wisdom of the ages, read, think and grow rich, work on yourself, get ready to make things happen. This is your year now. It's time to make things happen. The tents now, by the way, are so easy to set up. Pull up one of these tents. Look at this. This Coleman Sun. You know how a 4-year-old without instructions would be able to set this thing up. They're so easy now, and they don't leak anymore as much as, they have you have the tent, and then it has the little kind of cover on top of the tent. And it used to be if you touch your finger to the top, you would make it leak. They just don't leak anymore. They're really good. The worst problem you have is going in and out when you have to go to the bathroom. I don't know what it is about going to the bathroom, but if I drink like after 7 o'clock, I got to stop drinking. What about you, Christone? What time do you have to stop drinking so you don't wake up in the middle?
It doesn't matter. I'm waking up in the middle of the night no matter what.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That's what happens when you pass the big 4-0.
Oh, really? No.
Yeah. Well, more like 5-0, but
yeah, I think so. But the thing is, I wake up so early now that, at the middle of the night, let's say it's 3:30 and you wake up to go to the bathroom, I just get up. If you wake up at 3:30, what do you do? Do you go back?
It's tough to go back to sleep. It really is.
It's tough. So
there's too much going on in my mind.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So once I'm up, I'm up.
Especially during Amazon Prime days.
Oh,
yeah. But we got to get ourselves, especially on Amazon Prime Day. Hey, I do want to talk about, I saw at your house yesterday, you had, or the other day, one of these, what are the adjustable desks that rise? And we have a flex spot here in the carousel.
Yeah, let's get that up.
Yes. And I think, just saw the ease of you, standing. So a lot of times when I have to stand up and do stuff, and I'm going to set up in the other room as we continue here. I just have all these, all these kind of, boxes and things I just, to lift it up. But my question is it sturdy enough that it could handle, let's say I'm saying, and that's how a bill becomes a law. Would it be able to handle that?
I think from you, since you do a lot of dumbbell and working out, maybe just ease up a little bit on the slam, because really, there's not many desks that could take the pulverizing power of Dan Jordan.
But does it shake? Like if you put your hand on it to use your mouse? Or
a little bit, yeah. I mean, and so I keep like monitor stands hooked to the back of it because I have multiple monitors. And if you move it around, the monitors are going to shift and shimmy a little bit. I mean, it's not going to be rock solid. I mean, look at it. It's, but I don't think it's really meant for that. I mean, if you're writing, it's not going to, shake and shimmy, but if you're pounding on it, I mean, maybe you shouldn't be, maybe you should rethink your life if you're pounding on your desk all the time, Dan.
Oh, that was like the stockbroker years ago. We actually used to do that. That was like one of the closes. We would say, I'm literally pounding on my desk about
right.
it.
Yeah.
And we do stuff like that. No, but I like that.
This is a really good deal. For a desk, like you can see how the type of space that it's got.
Yeah.
And the versatility that you can use with it. Look at that underneath that.
Wow. Yeah, it looks like a little shock absorber. But it's good for what? Is it remote control like that, or is that just
there's like a little lever down underneath the right that you just kind of
like from across the room you can press a button.
No.
But it's really good for I guess online Zoom meetings and virtual meetings and things like that.
Oh yeah, because Dan, sitting is the new smoking.
Then what's smoking?
Dying, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's the only thing I could think of that was worse. Yeah, I mean, you've got really, it's about, you want to sit for a little bit and you want to stand for a little while. And then you want to sit it's
that
really
girl is so thin. Look at that.
I know. Yeah. Dan, this is what happens. This is how thin you could be if you get one of these.
God. Yeah. If that,
Stu Shapiro,
yeah, that's right.
He would, talk about just how thin you are.
If that girl put on a fur coat, she'd look like a pipe cleaner. I mean, that one is
Hey-o.
thin.
Wow.
Thinking about a pipe cleaner. I had to fix my my daughter's sunroof yesterday. The water had gotten in, and so that's like a perfect thing for a dad to fix because there's no real mechanical stuff. It's just just got to take it off and probably clean out the drain plug or whatever. And what a satisfying thing to fix. Once again, to use YouTube to make you look like a star. You know what I mean?
The tube of Eunice.
Yeah, the tube of Eunice. Oh yeah, where's Lemeronomy?
Lemeronomy. He's probably gone live. A lot of live streamers, typically will have join each other's streams, but not on Prime Day, baby.
Oh, really?
Prime Day, it's time to make a little hay. Tell Ricky says tell Stu Shapiro, not Drew Shapiro.
Yeah.
Tell Stu Shapiro. That's tough to say 5 times fast. There's a tree creating the oxygen you're wasting. Go find it in the woods and apologize. Oh, that's
good. Good old Stu. Now, Stu will call me 3 or 4 times a day, but it's weird. He'll call me to tell me that, I just put something stupid about you on your YouTube videos. Like, okay.
God, what's his problem?
And he goes, and I felt bad about it, but I just felt I had to do it.
Is he trying to humble you, or is he trying to make himself feel better?
Oh, I think I think he's just he's just a good guy that wants. That's how sometimes people get attention, by doing stuff like. I love that chair. By the
Prime Day deal.
Is that a Prime Day deal?
Prime Day deal.
That's an awesome chair.
Prime Day deal alert.
What does that mean, by the way? Prime Day deal.
I don't know. Just says it's Prime Day deal.
Okay.
So,
I mean, he's
see now this girl here is not too skinny. The other one I was a little worried about. The other one I was like, maybe you should share the burger you made earlier with her. But
well, I'm thinking with my lion dice. So this is the type of thing it is. I don't have the chair, but I kind of like the idea. So this really feels good on your back, I flex thing for my desk. But basically, you just sit on this. Some people, they used to have those balls. Remember those big balls that people have?
The medicine balls. They still do that.
Medicine balls are like one. So this is like a step up from the medicine balls because those balls, every once in a while, people look at you and you're like, oh, you're sitting on a ball. It's like when Mel Brooks in the 2,000-Year-Old Man, when they asked him, how did you find out about women? Here you're all cavemen and you're 2,000 years. How'd you find out about women? And Mel Brooks said, it was Hyman. Hyman, yeah, it was Hyman. One day he woke up, we're all laying around there. And one day Hyman woke up and he's like, hey, there's ladies here. I was like, that was the funniest. I tell you, some of these are just for me, Chris Stone.
I knew that was coming. I was gonna say it, but I just allowed you to.
Can you imagine? Hey, there's ladies here. But you ever think about that? Like, how did they first discover, the first caveman and cave woman? How do you figure that out? Or I remember as a kid being worried, like, what about the first person that, when nighttime came and they're thinking, what happened to it? Now it's dark all the time. Is the sun ever going to come back? But it was a while ago when that happened. And so, I don't watch TV much, but this weekend I was putzing around, on YouTube, and I got caught up into these three mathematicians who were trying to figure out the universe. And it was like for 2 hours. Of course, I was falling asleep in and out of the whole thing. But I woke up, started thinking about idiotic things like that. So that's what was going on. All right, listen, everybody I can't believe, hold on. It's time for DeWalt time. I'm just a big fan of DeWalt, not only because the tools are great, but because my neighbor is a salesman for DeWalt. And so they have literally everything. And here on Amazon, they got they made everything available here on Amazon, but even weird things, air compressors, radios, DeWalt radios, these things. But today on Amazon Prime, they have one of my favorite, the impact driver. Now, an impact driver is slightly different than the tool that you would use just to drill a hole or to like put in a screw or something like that. Impact driver has torque, and it really allows you to see, like, oh, well, just watch this. This is cool. So, well, you actually can't even hear. Can you hear it in there?
No volume. We don't have the volume on.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm hearing it. Where I'm hearing it?
You can make your noise yourself. Maybe you can. Yeah. Oh, you're hearing. Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe you can just go.
Yeah, that's right.
The right angle attachment.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this is the deal is ridiculous. And I know, Dan, like, DeWalt is not just some, Fakakta brand. This is like this is DeWalt, and this is like you're saving $70.
Yes, there's been some consolidation in the tool industry. Milwaukee, DeWalt, Craftsman, and what's the blue one? Ryobi, and all these. There's been consolidation going on there, and there's expensive lines and then less expensive lines. But the thing that DeWalt does and can maintain that they'll continue doing is they continue to use metal gears. Even some people with their reciprocating saws, some companies have gone to plastic gears. Just the inner workings are plastic, and they will break. more often than the metal ones. So they're a little bit more expensive with the metal ones, but they'll last a ton longer. And DeWalt will always use metal gear. So this one, they're $99. I mean, this is, how much is it off on Amazon?
It's $70 off.
$70 or so. It's normally $170 and now it's $99. This tool could easily be $350. It's like the original Amazon price is still too good for this. This is one of those tools you can have forever and give to your children. Now they will increase the battery size to this, but they'll work forever. This is a lifetime type of thing. 5 stars. Let me tell you, they always get 5 stars, and there's a reason for it.
I never even noticed that. 5 stars.
Yes.
For almost 10,000 ratings. You
right.
hardly ever see that.
I know, because these are used by, real workers, people out there. Stu Shapiro's calling me. Doesn't he realize I'm on Amazon? See, that's
you got to use Ricky's. You got to use Ricky's phrase for him. You got to tell him there's a tree creating.
I'm gonna text
oxygen that you're wasting. Go in the woods and apologize.
I'm gonna text him. Stu Shapiro.
Why don't we wait until after the show? It might be a.
No, I want him to come on.
Oh God.
Yeah, he and Ricky need to talk.
Go to the pitchman.live, Stu Shapiro.
Yeah. Well, he's here he is. I call him Freedom Stu. All right.
So if you're, and the impact driver is a big sale item, okay, and not everything that's DeWalt is on sale today, but you're right. DeWalt is something that this is, when you get something from DeWalt, it's going to last forever. It's high quality. For sure. And so when you're thinking about tools, power tools, outdoor equipment, I know Dan, you've got that Max blower.
Oh yeah.
Well,
the pollen blower. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, it's just great.
Yeah.
It's just great. It blows everything off. And even, you know what happened? You plant tomatoes. And so you plant the tomatoes and then, wind happens, rain happens, all stuff, flies on top of your little tomato beds all over the place there. And my son has we have some long ones. It's like a farm. It's like Ricky's house. And so they're big. And, you got to pick everything out and it's a pain to rake them out. Man, I just used the pollen blower. I just used the Max blower right there. I use that boy and it's blow the things right out. No wires attached, no cords you have to deal with. Just press and go. I mean, anybody could do it. Even Stu Shapiro could do it.
Press hard, you're making 3 copies.
I can't believe you didn't know that old slogan, as it were. So let me go here. Okay, stop and see where Amazon Live, right? Oh, here I am. Okay.
Amazon customer says, yo. So either that must be Stu or somebody is called Amazon customer and saying,
"Did you say yo?
Yo, dip."
Oh, dip. Yeah, that's definitely freaking Stu Shapiro. Stu Shapiro, everybody's mocking you for being so cruel and nasty and horrible to me. But listen, so let me tell you a story, guys, about Stu and his prowess here. So let me try. Stu was always good in basketball. Are we selling any basketballs here?
Not currently, but
okay. Okay, good. Yeah. So Stu was always good in basketball, and did he have oh no, that was that orange football. Okay, yeah, and he would have a basketball. See, back then we used to put a basketball it was hooked to his house, it wasn't on a pole. The basketball room was hooked to his house, which I always thought was amazing because they play basketball all the time, but it makes a crushing noise in the house, and you're thinking, how do your parents allow this? Crushing noise all day in the house. And so I said, well, maybe I could do this. And so I talked to my dad about putting it on the house. And I said, Stu does it. And so then that was the first time I heard the old slogan, well, if Stu would jump off Brooklyn Bridge, would you do it? That was the first time I heard it. And it was like a million times after that. But Stu was always better at me with basketball, and he was also better at me at snowball fights because he would take his time. And so what happens is I would always get all flustered and just throw snow at him, whatever. But he would kind of take his time, we'd wrestle or whatever, and then he'd wait and then popped me right in the face. It was infuriating. But it was all from the skill of that. Oh, remember the Nerf balls we used to play?
Look, you can hook them to the back. Like maybe if you and Stu, because Stu is not into sports anymore, but I have a feeling like if you and Stu were to, get together and like bring that, to wherever you're at and hook it on the door, maybe just do a little, game of pig, game of horse, a game of one-on-one. What do you say? Around the world?
We used to play. Oh, wow. You remember all those games.
Oh, are you kidding me?
You used to play horse. Did you? Yeah, that was good. And let's see, what else do we got here that I could talk about? Which, you know what? This is something. Hey, pull up the Opal countertop nugget ice maker.
Oh yeah, Stu, give us your thoughts here on the Opal.
Stu Shapiro, tell me if this is something you think Joel Haspel would have. Like, this is like a perfect thing that Joel would have and that we'd all want. So it's like its very own ice maker. But it's not just ice, the Opal thing. It's a nugget ice maker. So it makes those little things. See those little nuggets right there? Chick-fil-A. Tastes so good. You don't even need the drink. The ice is so good, you don't even need the drink. If I had that ice in my mix and a Vitamix and I made my grapefruit juice, I made plots right here. Plots is a good word because you don't even have to know what it means to know what it means. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. Who's this good looking man on our screen?
Yeah. So that's the ice maker. So what those little nuggets it's not like regular ice. Ooh, it's not like regular ice. See, Matthew, he sends me a little text. He says, "This is not an emergency, but I need to talk to you." So now I'm terrified. Anyway, so what happens is instead of making the regular ice like you would get in your kitchen, in your refrigerator, it freezes a big chunk of stuff in there, scrapes it all out, and then compresses it all together into these little kind of bite-sized, delicious things. And so if I ever get around to opening it, you'll see.
Yeah, it's kind of like Chick-fil-A. It's kind of like Sonic. Ricky, mentioned Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
Like that kind of ice. It's
Sonic
nuggets. Yeah, it's not just a frozen block of water.
Yeah, and it comes with a little scoop. The scoop alone is worth the money. Look at that. You see? Actually, I can hear me talking there, can't I?
Yeah, Ricky wants to, or not Ricky, but Stu likes it, but wants to know if that's a tailored shirt, and the answer is yes.
Oh, of course it's a tailored.
It's also customized for the Deej.
It's a Fonseca special. But that those little chunks of they're kind of soft that you could chew them. Look at that pinky up. See, that's pure class. You wouldn't
have done that with a regular piece of ice.
No, that pinky is still up there. So. A dentist will tell you that most people crack their teeth chewing on ice. And they not only do you crack your teeth and you have to get it fixed and it costs you money, then you got to feel like an idiot because you just cracked your teeth chewing on ice. Yeah. And so you have to go through that. So this not only prevents the crackage of teeth, and it actually saves you money. If you're a big ice chewer, this is a must. If you have anyone in your family that's a big ice chewer, it's an absolute must. That thing is magnetically connected to it. It's really nifty. But, and you don't have to feel like an idiot. What's really cool also, just keep a picture right there. Obviously ice is made from water and water melts. And then, there's always that big, level of water on the bottom. And what happens to it, and then it refreezes, and then it's hard, and then you have to clean it with an ice pick and all that. Not with this thing, not with the nugget maker. As soon as the water, the ice melts back into water, it gets sucked back into that water reservoir there on the right, which is magnetically held together, and it goes into there. And then the next morning when you want to have ice again, it only takes about 10 or 20 minutes to start generating those type of nuggets. And then it just kind of regenerates that water. With that, I would recommend that you use filtered water. And I think the Brita water filter is available here on Amazon. Oh, look at that. There's another video. Oh my! This, by the way, people don't know, is the house of a friend of mine. That's not mine.
Stu is he's just loving you in the chat. He's got such wonderful things to say.
Oh, as he
always does.
Oh.
But
He's
Dan, we'll need to wrap up if we could here in the next few minutes. But
he's such a putz. I mean, why would he do that? Stu's getting bored. Anyway, Stu, tell me, do you think that'd be something Joel Haspel would have? Joel was the one with had a similar backyard to yours, or to that one over there. In any event, so we need to wrap up?
Yeah, if we could.
Okay, well, hey, listen, thank you everybody on Amazon Primers. You guys are awesome. We're going to be back for, the rest today and tomorrow and putzing around. This is the greatest 2 days of my life, and you're all a part of it. We'll see you guys real soon. Go get them today.